Well, hello, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and get started. And I just want to let you know I'm appreciating you being here tonight. And this is a bit odd for us because, of course, in these times with COVID, we're doing things a bit differently. And so this is our different night tonight. And as I welcome you from your homes, I'm welcoming you to my home and talk about Project Search tonight. So I'm really excited to have you all here. And I look forward to answering any questions or having Jamie answer any questions. So if you are looking to have a question answered, then just go ahead and type that in the bottom down there at the bottom of your screen. If you're on your phone, look for the chat. You might have to slide through the different pages on the phone. So we're looking forward to anything and everything tonight. So hopefully this all runs smoothly and hopefully it shouldn't take too long because normally we spend about 2 hours at open house and I'm expecting only maybe 30 minutes or less tonight. So record open house number and I look forward to it. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you and go through my PowerPoint. And at any time, if you have a question, please go ahead and ask that and we'll get back to you. All right, so let's get started. So again, if you do have questions, please send those questions to Jamie Buell in the meeting. She is from Apollo and she will do her best to get back to you in real time tonight. We are recording this tonight as well. So if there's somebody that missed it and you're thinking, oh, I really think someone else should be on here watching, then the video will be available on Apollo Career Center's website under Project Search. So you can go out there and we'll have the link to that at the end. And you can go to Project Search and see that right there. And then all the applications will be there as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So Project Search. I know some of you have probably heard of Project Search, some of you haven't, but we're always searching for new interns. And we have a lot of players that are part of Project Search. Project Search, let me try and get to my next slide here. There we go. So this is our open house for the next year. We're looking for interns for the 2021-2022 year. Boy, it doesn't seem like that's that far away. But we are looking for the 2021 and 2022 school year. So if you were a senior this year, this would be the perfect time for you to apply. If you're not yet a senior, that's okay. This is a great time to gather information and figure out your choices for the future. This is a great transition program as a secondary education. So what is Project Search? Well, if some of you haven't heard of it before, or maybe you've heard your teacher talk about it, or maybe you've heard someone else, or maybe you have a friend that came to the program. We do have a lot of people from many different schools. Project Search is actually a fully integrated, hands-on internship program designed to obtain a goal of competitive employment in the community. We do work at St. Ritas, which is our host site, so we are strictly there. The interns, they work and learn in 3 different internships throughout the time that they're with us. They add skills and the internships to their resume, they network and prepare for employment, and they gain responsibility and independence. And as well as our main goal is to obtain a job in the community. Okay, so how does everyone help? Well, Project Search doesn't happen on its own. We have many key players, as you can see here. We are fully funded, under the Apollo Career Center umbrella. So they are hosting the Project Search program. It's part of their Career Center programs. And so also opportunities with Ohioans with Disabilities, the OOD company, they actually fund the interns and the skills trainers and the job developers that come from Merrimore Industries Incorporated. And then also for Mercy Health, they are our host site. And the people and the players that we work with at these different locations, of course, Keith Horner is our superintendent, and Jamie Buell is the Director of Education over there at Apollo, and she's also my boss, and she's on tonight. We also have Andrew Ellis with OOD, and Amy Kuhlman with Mercy Health, and Rochelle Benfield through Merrimore Industries. I'd like you to meet a little bit about them and hear what they had to say. So, of course, we're not live tonight, but we do have them here with us. So I'm going to take you to a little video that I have prepared of them. and you can see a little bit more about what they would like to say about Project Search.
Good afternoon. My name is Keith Horner. I'm superintendent of Apollo Career Center, and we could not be happier to have Project Search under our umbrella for the many programs that we offer our students. Project Search has really become a valuable part of what we offer. The job skills that students learn will hopefully stay with them for the rest of their life. But we also know that they are often given these experiences for the first time in their life, which creates a really nice environment for us. This fits our mission of being an employability school and teaching skills to students who need a variety of skills, be it customer service skills, leadership skills, interacting with other adults in a work setting. So cooperative skills are very important as well. But we're very proud to now have Project Search as an Apollo Career Center program, and we want it to continue for many years.
Hi, I'm Amy Coleman, Director of EBS Patient Transport and Linen at St. Rita's. I'm also the business liaison for Project Search. I'm happy to say that we are entering into our 9th year with the program. I am very honored and privileged to be a part of this program. We have done many wonderful things throughout the years. Our program has grown tremendously. We've added on many departments for the interns to do their internships through. The growth of the students through their internships is tremendous, and it brings great joy to me to watch how they grow. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm very passionate about the program, and when the interns come in, they basically are like my own kids, and I love watching them grow and prosper and do wonderful things and then become employable, whether it's within society or whether we hire them within the hospital. Being over housekeeping and transport and linen, we have hired many of the interns throughout the years, and to watch them grow within my own departments has brought me much joy, and I'm very proud of those interns and also the ones that have also went out into different areas in the community and have been doing so good and made much progress. This program is probably one of the biggest things that I'm most proud of that I have been a part of, and a huge accomplishment in the 20 years that I've been here. So we've done great things and plan to do many great things more.
I am a counselor with Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities. We are the state agency that assists individuals aged 14 and up with finding employment in the community. And we are a big part of the Project Search program. I know I've been working with the interns there for the past several years. It's been a tremendous experience. As far as our agency's involvement in the program, we assist with providing the funding for the skills trainers that are going to be on site with the interns, helping them out in their various departments throughout the facility. And then eventually, are ready to start looking for employment in the community. And once the team decides that they're ready for that, we get them with a job developer. And what that process is, they'll work with somebody to help with getting a resume together, learning more about like interviewing skills, and trying to help with finding that job in the community outside of Project Search. So that's really our role in the program. Again, my name is Andrew. I've been the counselor there for the past several years, and I can't say enough good things about the program.
Employment Services Manager with Miramore Industries. And Employment Services helps works with the Project Search in a twofold way. First, we provide the skills trainers, and Lisa, our lead skills trainer, will kind of go into that in a little more detail shortly. We also provide the job developers. And come late winter, early spring, a job developer will work with each intern to find their community job. And once they've secured that position, we'll send a skill trainer job coach in with them to that new position. We will help them to learn their skills at that job. We will help them to maybe build a routine, meet their coworkers, establish some natural supports, and then we will fade out. So I've been with Lee since the beginning of Project Search, at least this Project Search program that started about 8 years ago, and it's really dear to my heart. I have been a skills trainer. I have been a job developer, and it's been such a blessing to watch the interns grow, not just in the learning tasks that they can transfer to community employment, but also to grow in maturity and their ability to communicate with others. And I have witnessed so many success stories. Two that really stand out to me. There was a young man when he came, he came the first year of Project Search, and he barely spoke. And we watched him start to speak a little more, do some complete sentences, and he was eventually hired into patient transport here at St. Rita's. And one day, my husband landed in the emergency department, and lo and behold, it was this young man that came to take him to radiology for some x-rays. And it warmed my heart to listen to that conversation as they traveled down the hallway. This young man has been Employee of the Month 5 times in this department, and he is still there today. And then there's another young man that was asked to share his experiences. He was to speak at a community luncheon that was sponsored by the Allen County Board of DD. His mom was there. She had to also speak about her experiences. And while he was up there speaking and sharing, the manager from one of the local McDonald's just happened to be sitting next to me. And she was so impressed with his personality and with his smile. She leaned over to me and said, when he is ready for job development, bring him to me. And I did. And he also is still there today. So I love watching the interns become so proud of their own accomplishments. I also love seeing parents' dreams for their child, become a reality through this program. I look forward to getting to know your sons and your daughters and celebrating, their growth with you as they gain confidence and desire to reach their potential and travel down their own unique path to community employment. Thank you.
Oh, I think I was muted. I am so sorry. So I will go back. Again, we were saying that sometimes we might have some issues. So I apologize if I was moving along and you guys could not hear me. So a little glitch in our system. So hopefully, I'm not real sure where we left off when you could hear me, but we'll go through this, how long is Project Search. The August is orientation. We start our first internships and first employability meeting, which we call employment planning meetings. The employment planning meetings, they actually are just like a parent-teacher conference and or an IEP team meeting. We get everybody, the mentors, the skills trainers, the schools, anybody who's involved in that individual's growth and success in the program are invited to those meetings. We look for their weaknesses, because if everybody had all the strengths that we didn't need to work on, then they really didn't need to come to Project Search to begin with. We work on social cues, we work on behavioral issues. And not just always things that you can see on the outside, but sometimes the things on the inside we work on too. So between August and November, those things take place. So like right now in November, actually tomorrow, they're getting ready to end their first internship. And so my interns are excited, scared, nervous, and some of them don't want to leave their first internship. But it's hard to believe that we have finished 10 weeks of internships, and some of my interns just can't believe it either. So we also have what's called workshop days between each internship. So right now, come Friday, we'll actually work on some resumes. We'll get those together. We'll do some online things. But we spend all day together instead of going to work. And then on Monday and Tuesday, the 23rd and 24th of November, we actually have an opportunity to do some online job interviews. So those mock interviews. At this moment, Mercy Health St. Rita's is actually only doing online interviewing. So this is great practice for things to come as a interviewing norm. So those are some things that are going to really help those interns with getting out there and getting jobs. They will also start their second internship. So this year, my interns will start on November 30th. They'll get a Thanksgiving break. And when they come back, they'll start their new internships. And of course, we have our second employment meeting between November and February, about January timeframe. And like right now today, we have our open house. So right around February, they'll end their their second internship about the end of February. They'll start job development and they'll start their final internship. If a job is offered and taken, a program will end. So what that means is they may not spend 9 months in Project Search, but what they will do is if come February, they start job development, which means they go out into the community and they look for a job and they work with their job developer. And so if they find a job that fits all the criteria that they're looking into, so they have the right skills and they have the right motivation to be there and it's the right hours and the right company, then we will try and make sure that they understand that that's a job that they should take. And if they take that job, then we will end their program with Project Search. So they could potentially go to work come end of February, March, April, or May. And so we would just expect them to come back in May for graduation. Between February and May, they will keep doing job development. And if a job is not taken between February and May, they will still continue to do job development. And we would hope that they get hired in the community. We'll close their IEP and their school services. And of course, we have graduation. Actually, a little bit about our students from this last year. We had 8 students last year. And out of those 8, I believe we have 6 that are hired, even through the COVID and the quarantine and everything. Those poor students had to end their third internship only of being there a few days. I think they had a whole week with them. And so then they had to quarantine and they never got to finish the program, but they kept up with job development. And because of that and the fabulous job the job developers do at Miramore Industries, they all have jobs. And they're continuing. In fact, we just closed one the other day from their 90 days, and they're doing fabulous at their job. Backwards. Okay, so there are soft skills the employers are seeking. We go over these and we make sure that the students and the interns understand what soft skills are and why they're very important when an employer is looking for these things. So as you can see, we go over self-confidence and self-esteem, a strong work ethic, teamwork, time management, communication, honesty and integrity, motivation and innovation, flexibility and adaptability, and interpersonal skills. These are things that are going to help them not only get a job, but it's going to help them keep that job and the sustainability of being there for a long time. We do have students like you heard Amy Kuhlman say. Amy Kuhlman had they've hired a lot of our interns over the last 7 years. This last year, we didn't have one that got hired, but we are having one that is still looking at getting hired there. So hopefully that works out well for them. But and like Rochelle said, we actually have students that she was talking about that are still working from year one at St. Rita's. And some of our other students are out there working in the community doing fabulous jobs. Okay, and okay, so our internships, there's the skills trainers. This is where they come in and they're helping them and guide them to strengthen their skills, look for accommodations, and assist the interns in learning and report back to OOD. And so each internship helps the skill building and soft skills. So they look at social skills, behavioral skills, and transferable skills that will take them along the way. So when they learn skills, they work in the departments like they were hired there and complete tasks for that department. They are employees of the hospital. They get a badge. They have access to just those areas that they go into. The mentors, those are employees of the hospital that train the interns in their department on the jobs that they'll be doing. And then they'll be the ones that'll judge whether they can do more tasks or maybe just the tasks that they've given them. The skills trainers, again, they're there to help with accommodations and assist the interns to learning and report to OOD. And it's all about making sure that they understand that they are going to be very independent when it comes to work. You know, putting your coat on by yourself is an independent skill. You know, cleaning up your area, making sure that you're ready to leave for the day. We've talked about what first, second, and third shift means, especially at the hospital. So I'd like to introduce you to my skills trainers. They're not here online with me, but I do have a little note from each of them. So let's go ahead and turn it over to my skills trainers.
And I am the lead skills trainer here at Project Search at Mercy Health for the past 6 years. As a skills trainer, it is our job to help you learn the tasks in all of your internships. If you're having difficulty with any of the tasks in your internships, we will be there to assist you in learning how to master the task, either with accommodations or anything we can do to help you understand how to complete your task. And we will be there each and every way possible until you can independently complete your task. And please do not ever hesitate to reach out to your skills trainer, as it is our job to make sure that you do succeed in your internships and also succeed as a successful employee, and as your end result and your goal as to be in community employment. Good luck to everyone, and we hope to see you
next. Hi, I'm Carol Payne. I am one of the skills trainers with Project Search. I have been a skills trainer for 3 years now. One of the greatest things about this position is being able to watch each intern grow from the beginning, first week, being shy, being worried, quiet, to each day something new. Each week they're growing and becoming more independent, more confident in themselves, whether it is making eye contact down the hallway or wanting to try new jobs. A few of the things that I can remember from previous interns, it would be one of them had no interest at all whatsoever in being in patient transport. Well, fast forward 2 years later, she is now employed through Mercy Health in patient transport. Another one was there was nothing else that could change his mind. He was set. He had a job in mind. He was going to do it. And then fast forward a couple weeks later, I think that I could probably work in the hospital. It's great to see each intern grow to become mature in their own way and find their own path and find their voice. And that is why I love this program and being a skills trainer.
Hi, I'm Alicia Eisenberger, a new skills trainer at Project Search at Mercy Health. Arriving at Project Search, I got to observe the students before they started their internships. For instance, Tiffany, a student from this year, when she started at Project Search, she was very timid, shy, and quiet. Now, over halfway through her internship, I see her becoming very outgoing, talking a lot, making good eye contact with incoming people to Mercy Health. She speaks in a good tone and is very respectful in helping, taking temperatures, getting wheelchairs, and masks for those who need them. Project Search has helped her develop lifelong skills to be successful and employable. As I follow each intern, it is amazing and rewarding to watch them accomplish so much. I'm excited to be a part of Project Search in the future. Thank you.
Okay, and this time I remembered to unmute. Okay, so let me get out of here. So like I said, there's going to be some hiccups. That's okay. We can get through this. Let me get out of here. And back to normal. Okay, here we go. So sorry about that, everybody. I know everyone was trying to get in touch with me. I was just kind of off on my own little land here. I have everything muted at home, so that way I have no distractions. So I apologize for those who are trying to contact me. But anyway, so let's get back to business. Okay, so we heard from our skills trainers. They're awesome. They're wonderful. So Alicia, just for example, she is a newer skills trainer. One of our interns was having a hard time completing some of their tasks. And so we made a number chart. And so it would help them kind of keep up with their work. And it really helped. So those are the kind of things when we look for accommodations for students and interns in the departments, we help them so it makes their day go by better. It makes them more independent. And this is something that we can actually do at other jobs too. So it's not just for us. So the internships, they are designed to create a job atmosphere for each intern. They work in 3 departments for 10 to 12 weeks, gaining the independent and soft transferable skills to take to an employer. So our internships, they really do give our students a lot. So here's just a few. These are a lot of the ones we do. As you can see, we have central processing. That's where they work down in surgery area where they don't work in surgery, but they wear scrubs and they put skills together, our kits together for them. And the dietary, they do ambassador where they go to the rooms, and right now with COVID, they don't go in the COVID rooms, and they do dish room inventory, food prep where they prepare the food for patients' trays and out on in the cafe, and then they do tray line, getting those patient trays ready. There's supply chain and distribution, which is like a warehouse and stock and inventory. We have EVS, which is environmental services, which is cleaning. We do Blaze, which I'll show you in a little bit. And we have a coordinator, like an assistant. We also work in the fitness center, and we have people on the grounds. Now, we only do that in the spring and the fall because it is too cold in the winter. We've done home health equipment, linens, mailroom. As you can see, we have a lot here. We have actually added a few more, and which we're excited because some of my interns, I asked them, hey, do you think you can start this new internship for us? And it gives them that excitement and they get to make it what it is. So we've had so many, like Harrison, I'll note him because he started the fitness center. And so that if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have the fitness center. And so if there's a need, we try and make that match that student's wants. And so that's how we've kind of come up with all these different programs or internships. And we are adding new ones each year. So speaking of Harrison, I'm going to click on this video that the hospital had made. So Mercy Health actually had this made as a promotional piece for Project Search. So let me bring this up here. So it should, yep, it's here, it's come loading. I just love this video, so I hope you guys too do too. Okay.
Seniors from high school who have
Oh, I
Search is a program where they come to St. Rita's and learn live
I'm
jobs.
going to start that over again.
Project Search is a program for graduating seniors from high school who have the need to find more experience in the job market. And Project Search is a program where they come to St. Rita's and learn live job skills. They also get to work 3 10-week internships at the hospital in various departments, gaining those job skills alongside a mentor and job skills coaches. They also give the opportunity to find a job in the community with a job developer. And the whole goal for Project Search is 100% community-based employment.
As a parent, we have a lot of fears of how will this impact my child, how other people see my child, will they be able to care for him like me, will they meet his needs and wants. And when it came to Project Search, I was amazed.
When the students do come in, we assess their skill levels and try to place them in an area that would be suitable with the skills that they have, and then from there we rotate them through the internships.
I think it's critical because so many people see our kids and they see their disability. They don't see their ability. And as a parent, every parent has dreams for their children, regardless to whether they're typical or not. And a lot of times, once our kids graduate high school, you think that's it. Project Search is the connection that makes it a step further. I think all of our children value what their parents and their elder siblings do, and they want to contribute to the community just like their siblings. So coming to Project Search, learning job skills, and being able to do that gives them self-worth.
Last year, we had 100% succession in placing all of our students, interns into employment. We do hire some here at St. Rita's, and the others are hired out into the community, so we're very proud of that.
I thought that the mentors that have connected with Project Search have been marvelous. I mean, they knew my son by name. They didn't just talk to him about the job, they talked to him about his personal life, his likes and dislikes. I felt like he had gained peers here. When he left, they gave him a see you later card, we're going to miss you card. They gave him birthday cards, and I thought it was really great how they treated them, just like any other coworker. He sat and ate lunch with them and talked with them, and he loved it.
Students with disabilities, I think, sometimes are overlooked, especially in the job market. And this gives them an opportunity to get out into the world and actually feel like a professional adult and give them that leg up. And this gives them that opportunity to get in that front door and prove to themselves and prove to the company that they can make a difference.
The program is quite emotional for me, and when the students and the interns walk by my office every day, it touches my heart. When they graduate, it's like my own child walking the stage, and this program is very important to me, and I know that it makes a difference to the parents, the students, and the community.
St. Rita's is a great place to get a job at. I am Harrison, and I am a student at Project Search.
And Harrison actually still works at St. Rita's, and we don't need all this good stuff. And he loves it. He is there every day. I sit and 2 days a week, I sit and have lunch with him, and he's just a wonderful person. And again, like one of the parents said on there, it's just amazing to watch your kids grow. And I know Harrison, if he's watching, I'm very proud of you, Harrison. So he was a great asset and a great growth progress as a result of Project Search. And so Harrison, thank you. So if you wanted to know a little bit more about Project Search, well, the Story Project Search started back in 1996 in Cincinnati, Ohio. There was a nurse and an educator that decided that they needed to get together and create this wonderful program that helped individuals with disabilities. And it could be anything from a small disability to a major disability. And so they created that. And as you can see that little map over there, there's lots of them. There are over 545 sites. Actually, with COVID, we actually had over 600 sites, but a lot of those at nursing homes, which there are, were closed down. We actually had one in St. Mary's, which is still looking for a new host, a new home. So hopefully this next year that they can find that again, because we'd love to see the St. Mary's Project Search get back in working order. But we are 48 states strong. We are up from 2019. So we actually gained 2 more states, which is a great. We're in 10 countries. We're actually in New Zealand and Australia, Europe, just you name it, we're everywhere. There's over 28,000 individuals served since 2010. That's up 5,000 since last year. There's over 25 in Ohio, and Lima has just 1 of them. So beginning of the 9th year is coming up, and every year interns are hired. So it is a great success rate for us and Project Search. Now, my current interns, I just like to introduce them to you. And normally at our open house, they're there and they represent it themselves, and they have nice poster boards. So I thought I'd do something a little different this time. And of course, now they feel like they didn't have to get embarrassed and stand up in front of everybody. So this was a great thing. So we have Tiffany. She started as a new temp taker. We have Alex down here. Up here is Kaya, and she's really wanting to get an office job. So let's start with those first 3 and kind of see a little bit more about them. So Tiffany is a temp taker. It's a new position, and she actually works at the main front door there. And you can't get past her without getting your temperature taken. So this is something, of course, that a lot of places are doing. And she really learned to find her voice. She was very shy, very quiet, very meek when she first started. And now she's very out there. She's very open. If you ask her mom, she's got a little, she's found her voice. This is Alex. He actually works in outpatient therapy rehab. He does many activities and tasks. This is just one of many that he does. He cleans equipment. He takes temperatures of the different equipment that's there, the refrigerators and the hot tanks. And he stocks all the rooms as well, in all the therapy rooms. And so Alex is very independent in his job. As you can see, his skills trainers following there. Kaya actually works as an administrator. She works for about 3 different departments right now. So she does New Visions Lab. Right now she's doing stuff for communications. And so she's given a computer, a laptop to work on, and different things that she has to do, which require Excel knowledge, and just knowing how to get on the computer. So Kaya really loves what she's doing. She's become very independent and knows her way around the hospital and to get to different people. So Kaya has done a great job with that. And so I'm very proud of those 3. And so then we have Victoria down here, who works in the emergency department. And then we have John, who works on grounds, and Mute. So let's see what these 3 are doing. So we have Victoria, who is in the emergency department, and she puts these blood kits together. It is a very important job because those are needed for every patient that comes into the emergency department. As you can see, she's putting these blood kits together, and she's got to make so many of them throughout the week because they run out every day. So her job is very important. She has learned actually how to do a lot of stock in the rooms, fill the blanket warmers, and go on runs around the hospital as well. So she's really done a great job at getting in and learning her department. We're very proud of Tori. She knows how to get to her department and get in and get her stock ready and get her area set up. John, he actually works out on grounds. This was his favorite job. He wanted to be outside. He wanted to get dirty. So he did. As you can see here, he's beautifying the landscaping of the area. They don't have very many guys that work out them with anymore. And so they always enjoy when we have interns that come out and help them, especially the ones that learn fast and can work independently. So John and the other gentleman we'll talk about here in just a second, but John's out there doing a good job. Mute, he is actually in the dish room. He was doing a great job sorting and stacking and putting items away and recyclables and just working the conveyor line in there and keeping things clean and moving along. So he gets rid of all the trays and stuff that come in, and he's really done a great job. And we're proud of these 3 as well. So there he is putting his recyclables away. He's got to check everything. So, and then we have the next 3 are Annie. She also works in the kitchen. Kaden. And then we have, Hannah. So these three, let me grab these three and show you a little bit more about them. As you can see, we have all the interns go to different places. So here we have Annie, she's doing food prep. She's getting everything ready for the cups to go out in the grab and go section. She does fruit cups, she cuts strawberries, she puts grapes in the cups, and she gets all her stuff ready so she knows exactly what she needs. There she is doing grapes, and she does a really good job back there. She's very independent. So we're working on some stuff with her, and I think her next internship will do her well as well, and teach her lots of good soft skills and new internship skills. So she really likes her job down there. She takes it serious. And then we have Caden. He's also called the hype man. Caden is in distribution and supply chain, and he goes around and gathers equipment and delivers them. So he works down in the supply area. And so like you can see him here, he's gathering supplies, and he'll be delivering those with his mentor there, Jacob. And so he works really hard. He's also crushes boxes down there, and he works in an area where no average employee goes. So he's really had to learn the hospital, and he gets along well with everybody down there, and they're sad to see him go when he leaves tomorrow. So those are those two. And then there's Hannah. She's in the gift shop. Hannah's learned how to do great customer service, use her voice, stock. She's learned how to price items, organize things, put like items together. She runs the cash register very well. She's very good at giving change back. So she's done a great job in there, and the volunteers that work in there, they've really said that she's done a great job keeping up and doing what she's supposed to be doing. So there's Hannah. She really enjoys working there. Okay. So let me get out of those two, and let's go back to our, oops. I need someone just to do this for me. Okay, so, and then the last two, we have Jordan, who is also out on grounds, and Marilyn, who works a thing called Blaze. And the thing she's got right there in that picture is called a moon. So, and I'll describe what those things are in just a second. So let's go ahead and see a little bit more about those guys. And then those are our 11 interns for this year. So let me pull those people up here. So here's Jordan, he's out there as well. I don't know how he does it, but he dresses very nice and stays very clean. So, but he does work very hard. He's learned a lot of new skills, especially communication skills and keeping up with his tasks, asking his mentors more questions, and just really understanding what it is that's needed of making, the grounds beautiful with just 4 people, on staff. So Jordan has done a great job keeping up with the things that he's given to him, and works well with everyone in his department. And there's Jordan. One day they matched their shirts, and it was just coincidental. And then Marilyn, last but not least, she is working with this moon thing. So what this is a UVA light that goes into every room that's been cleaned. So you can see that there she's going over and prepping another room. And basically it emits light into the room and does all the surface germs, and it cleans them up to 99%. So it's almost like spraying Lysol, except with lights. And so she goes and opens up all the doors, all the drawers, anything that has a door on it. So she opens that up so it helps clean better the rooms. I know I'd feel better knowing that that moon or Blaze has gone into those rooms and done that with the UVA light. So Marilyn has learned how to navigate the hospital all on her own. She knows exactly where she is, and she's a very independent worker. We're very proud of all of our interns. And so back to our PowerPoint. So congratulate all my interns. They're doing fabulous, and they end those first internships tomorrow. So how do you get into Project Search? So if you're interested in getting into Project Search, there's the 4 things you need to do. Well, first of all, you need to watch this video, and then you need to apply. So if you go to the website on Apollo's page for Project Search and go there, there's online applications. The applications are due on February 12th of 2021. Not too far away, but enough time to give you guys some stuff to gather, because there's got to be some stuff that you'll need to put together with that. Then there's assessment day. So Once we have all of our applications, we need to have all of our interns. Hopefully come February, we'll be able, or March, we'll be able to do this with COVID. Assessment day is to attend the mandatory assessment day in March. So we do interviewing and then the interns complete tasks so we can understand their level of learning and understand the things that they're going to need to do when it comes to project search and where we can start with them. So then our selection committee meets and we go over all of the applications because at this time I can only take 12 interns each year. So then we do an acceptance letter. So those who are accepted into the program will get an acceptance letter, and you'll also get a new intern packet. So kind of like a big college packet that comes when you're, accepted into college or a job or something. So that packet will need to be filled out and returned by the end of May of 2021. And then you need to attend your IEP meeting. So I'll schedule that at the end of the school year, come around May, and then come to the mandatory pre-program meeting in August. So you can get your badges. So you'll get a St. Rita's badge. And then you'll also get your uniform shirts, and we'll go over the handbook at that time and answer any questions and get any late packet returns that we need to still get for the program. So it's a job. So we still need all of that information prior to before you can start. If you do get accepted, we will need a physical. So there will be a sheet in your new intern packet that will have you go and get a physical done. That's required by the hospital. So we'll just need that form filled out. And then we also do have interns get flu shots. Those are free. And then we also do a 2-part TB test. And so those are also done at the hospital. And it's just part of being in the program. All right, so how has COVID affected Project Search? Well, there have been some internships that we don't go into or we don't go into COVID rooms. St. Rita's Mercy Health does have COVID floors. So it's not just a COVID room we walk by. We don't go into the COVID floors, which is kind of nice. It's very nice. But we also wear our PPE, which is that personal protective equipment. And so they have to wear those masks because they are considered employees. So even anyone who walks in the hospital has to have a mask on. It's for their protection. It's for the patient's protection. And, nobody comes to a hospital well unless they're visiting. So the patients that come there, of course, we want to just make sure that our students are protected as well as the employees are. Also be proactive. So we do, like I said, we have at St. Rita's, there's COVID floors. And they have a staff of dedicated workers that are COVID trained in the COVID standards, and they're the only ones that can go in those areas. So they're marked off, and you usually have to, know someone to get in there. So, or have a reason to be on that floor, which we don't have any reasons to be in those areas. So that is another safety precaution. We follow all CDC guidelines. We follow all Mercy Health guidelines. So we make sure that we're following everything that needs to be done to keep us safe. And of course, wash your hands. Even though we know we're supposed to wash our hands, but it's very important now to make sure we wash them before and after any task and anything that we do. And also, we tell our interns, just stay home. If you're running a fever or have COVID-like symptoms, just stay home and just let us know that you're not feeling well and why. And if you do have COVID, just let us know. And, it's one of those things. So hopefully by the time that we start our new program, things will be a little better and we have a better understanding of how things will move in the future. So we are actually getting to the end of our presentation, which I'm so glad that you guys are all here with us. You can follow us on Facebook. So if you go out there and search PS Apollo Mercy Health, you'll find us. And you'll see things that are going on, activities that are happening, and maybe some things that we're doing in the community as well. You can also, again, check us out about more Project Search. So the corporate Project Search at projectsearch.us. And you can actually see where it started, a little bit more about any numbers that you'd like to see. So there's a world of knowledge out on that projectsearch.us website. And then, of course, don't forget, make sure you just get your application online today. So I'll keep the screen up for a second because you can take your phone and scan that, that picture up there in the corner. That's a QR code. It'll actually take you to the Apollo Career Site website for Project Search. And it's also a link down here at the bottom. So if you do go to apollocareercenterhighschool.com and /project-search, you'll actually find this video out there after tonight. You'll get all the applications that you need and how to contact me. And so that's where all that is. If you need an online or a hard copy application, you can just email me and let me know, and I will send that to you. Okay, well, again, applications are due February 12th, 2021. And again, you can get those at Apollo Career Center High School or hs.com/project-search/. Okay, so hopefully if you've had some questions, you've been asking. If not, I hope this is some good information for you. Again, you can contact me. Here's the phone number and my email. And I really hope that everybody's had a wonderful evening. And I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you so you can come see my face. And, and we can all come back together. Okay, so again, I really appreciate everybody coming tonight, and I really hope that there's some great information, and I hope that this is something that you might want to do. And we really look forward to having your applications coming in soon. And if you have any questions, please just let us know. Get in touch with us. You can call Apollo as well. And there's so many ways you can get some information from us. So we look forward to you joining our team, and we look forward to meeting you. And take care, everybody. Thank you tonight for coming online. And if you did have any questions, I hope you've been asking them throughout. Even if you had a comment or anything, just let us know. Jamie Buell did put the direct link to the project search page under the chat there. So if you see that, you can copy that out of there. I'll give you a few moments to do that. And again, like Jamie said, thank you all for joining us tonight. I think this was a great fun thing. And even with some hiccups, I think we did well. So again, thank you for joining us, and everyone have a wonderful evening.